I want to give you some tips for the Chapter 5 assignment, and Chapter 5 covers web design. So you'll be learning all the best practices that are currently recommended for designing web pages in this chapter. You'll want to apply these best practices to your final project as well. So this is a very interesting chapter, and I think you'll have a good time reading through it. No coding this week. We'll get back into coding in Chapter 6, where we'll learn about using CSS for positioning elements on web pages. But in Chapter 5, we're going to work with web design. And there are 3 websites that you will be critiquing. This is how I will be able to tell that you understand what you've read in the chapter. There's 3 choices, and you only have to pick one of them. That's very, very important. I don't want you to do all 3, just one of them. And so that critique will be written, and it will be posted in Angel Learning, in the quizzes and discussions tab in Angel Learning. And I recommend that you do your critique, write it up in Word. You can spell check, do a little bit of grammar check, and even though this isn't a writing class, I do think it'll be a lot more fun for the rest of us to read through the critiques if they've been well written. In this assignment, you will be addressing 4 different areas of the website: the purpose and target or intended audience, the sort of overall design elements, the navigation design, and then also the use of graphics and multimedia. And you'll write those up, and one of the things that you can do is write them in Word, as I said, and then you can copy the entire text that you've written and paste it into the comment window or the post window in Angel Learning. And in the real-time meeting that comes up in this week, I will actually show you how to do that. So I'll do that at the very beginning of it. So I will ask for examples. You have to sort of back up what you're saying about the website. So I'll ask for examples and how you decided what you decided about a particular element. That's the first part, and that will be due on Wednesday at 11:59 p.m., kind of our standard time for getting assignments in. The second part of the assignment is commenting on a critique that has been written by another student for the same website. So then what I want you to do is, after all of the critiques have been posted, I want you to review them and then select one to make a comment on. The comment can include things like, hey, this was a great critique, I really enjoyed reading it, but if that's all you say, you're not going to get 0, and you'll get 0 points for your answer. Instead, I want you to make comment on specific parts of the critique. Let the person know whether or not there was something that they found that you hadn't seen before. Maybe you disagree about the interpretation of something. So those are the kind of things that I'm going to be looking for in your comments. In your comments, I want you to make sure that you're respectful of the other person and very considerate, supportive, because we're all sort of in this together and learning, and then also some substance as well. So that's what the assignment is, 2 parts, the first part due on Wednesday, the second part due on Friday. During this assignment, one of the things that I think you'll really, really want to use are the web developer extensions, which means that you'll be using either Firefox or Chrome for the majority of the work that you do. The web developer extensions will make it really easy to do a lot of the work that you'll be needing to do for this critique. And again, I will demonstrate this in the real-time meeting that I do this coming week as well. So let's see, I think that's about it. Again, no coding this week. You're going to be doing some writing, and I think that you'll enjoy reading the chapter. You might want to have the textbook author's webpage open for the chapter, and because all of the examples are there and they're kind of interesting to look at to match up with the comments that she's making, the principles that she's bringing forward. So I look forward to reading your critiques, and I think that you'll have a good time with the assignment this week.